Okay, so it's 5 a.m. My sleep is all way the hell off. Uh, it's 3 in the afternoon back where I live, where I used to live in America. Um, anyway, so for my plan while I'm in quarantine, learning Godot and learning uh, Korean. I putting Korean as a secondary thing, something to do every day, but most of my time and focus will be right here. I'm going to use Emilio's um, 15 video tutorial for making programs with Godot, um, and I will hopefully get a better understanding of the different apps that can be made. Figure these things would be, I don't know, I could learn more from that for ultimately what I would like to do as opposed to making games. I get the gist of games from looking at previous like YouTube videos and stuff involving collision and uh, if then else, and like I get the idea. So, but I want to do things that are more complicated. Maybe having a, I would like to make my own like a chat texting app. I think that would be cool, and maybe maybe incorporate uh, something of Godot into that. So like maybe you can make your own emotes in like a 8-bit or 16-bit pixel kind of way. So it would be cool to be able to like make your own like Atari level emotes or something to that effect. I think that would be kind of cool. Um, so that might be something I'd want to do in the future, and learning how to make an actual like chat or text editor or any kind of app. Because there's like he's on this thing about the text editor, and then I think he kind of keeps building on that title bar, graph node, uh, videos inside your Godot projects, making a web browser from scratch with Godot, resizing borderless windows. Um, I know that there's some. This will give me the basics, and I'll go from there. Um, I want to get this done, like minimum, uh, one of these videos completed per day, but hopefully more than that. Not just completed, but this is a. I just started. I woke up around 3 a.m. and I was trying to put the plan in for what I'm going to do here into more detail, and I decided to go back to Python Anywhere, and I'm going to build my website here. I'm going to add a previous web app I made for English learners uh, in Korea. I took the I'll just explain that when it's ready. Um, I'll have like I'll just fix this website up also today. Um, I'll fix this website up today after I've accomplished one Godot app, because for the game apps, the Godot apps, they're going to be hosted on itch.io. It just works better and faster here, so I also have to put together this Godot to Korea. Yeah, so it's like I got two websites I have to develop. The one for itch.io is more of a very simple portfolio. You could change the theme. It's less programming involved. This won't take as much time. If I could figure what I want my website to look like, it won't be any kind of difficult to just transfer the website over in theme to here. But trying to run from what I've tried to do before, I made a web app for a website with Godot, and I ran it on Python Anywhere, and I don't get the speed that I need from their servers as I would for Godot. I mean for itch.io. So all my Godot apps will be published here. Anything in the future that I plan to do for Python as a back end and JavaScript for front end for like raw code apps and such, I'll do that on Python Anywhere, and I'll put a little about section, almost like a resume, maybe just basic history about me and my goals and ambitions and stuff. But the purpose of this website will be to help people learn. I'll probably end up putting my the better YouTube videos that I'll create, like a tutorial for things that after I'm done learning, what I'm making or something to that effect. Not this daily journal thing. This is daily, my daily vlog number 2. So yesterday I was talking about making this plan. So here's my plan. Just talking about the plan, and I'm gonna build on this today, the website, and build some Godot app. Hopefully I could get this done soon. After I get the app working, then I'll put this up, and I'll put my previous web app up, and I'll talk more about that, and I'll get that together, and hopefully I could get this what is it now? Tuesday? It's Tuesday here in Korea. It's still Monday afternoon in America. And so hopefully by the end of this week, before Friday, no later than Saturday, I'll have a web app that I've already done. That just needs to be uploaded and added. The game app, probably the text editor, because that's like the first part of learning how to make an app with Emilio here. What else? I'll also do that. Now for learning Korean, there is a Windows app, Korean Fun and Easy Learn. I found this on the Windows Store, and it claims that it's going to have 6,000 words, but I think the first level of it, the beginner level, the 1,000 is free, and then if I want to go higher than that, I'll have to pay for it. Even if it's not 1,000, these are all basic things, and it's a basic step. So, for example, I start with food, because who doesn't want to start with food? I mean, you need to eat more than anything. So you're going to go to a grocery store or a restaurant, and you might have to ask somebody about, where's the onions or the bacon or whatever. So here we go. I'll just do one little thing just to give you a demonstration.
가슴살, 껍질, 흰 고기,
지방,
햄,
hey, easy, right?
가금류,
Got what?
가금류,
가금류,
소시지,
sausage, bacon.
필레, 등심살.
Filet, like filet. I guess filet mignon. 등심살.
필레, 등심살.
등심살. See what I mean? Unlock 5,000 more words. It says that it's going to give you 6,000 words. And the reason why this app, because of the 6,000 words, and then after you do that, you just continue, and it'll give you like these games to reinforce what you learned, like the gagum yo, gagum yo, gagum yo, gagum. I think nope, poultry. Yeah,
가금류.
gagum yo, and hangogi, white meat.
흰 고기.
Hingogi. I'm getting distracted. You get the idea. It does a whole bunch of games. I'm not going to go through all of that with you. But this is what I'm going to do for during every meal. So my breakfast, lunch, and dinner time of the day when they give me my meal, I'm going to do this. And I'm also going to do this whenever I'm just trying to mull over and understand the programming problem. Because when you're doing any kind of programming, you will come across problems. Maybe you'll miss a semicolon or some weird little thing, and you'll be trying to figure it out. Oh, what the hell did I do wrong? Follow the video. I don't understand what's going on. Why isn't this working? So when you're trying to problem solve, it's good to like go off to something else, figure and relax your brain, and then go back to the other thing for problem solving. So I'll be doing this at minimum 3 times a day. And what else? So that's my plan for studying Korean. I may or may not get done with those 1,000 words. That's right. So in Korea, you have an exam called TOPIK, TOPIK. It is a Korean competency exam. So you need to be able to read, write, and listen to Korean and pass this exam. For every level is 1,000 words. It goes to topic level 6, 6,000 words. So I'm going to guess and assume that the 6,000 words that this app, this Korean learning app, will teach are those, but I'm not necessarily going to pay for it until after I've finished the beginning level, and then from there I'll add like when I like I'll go and use where is translate? Never translate. So so this is what I use for the translating and learning. I'm gonna leave it like this. No. Yeah, this is so slow. Okay. So if I want to say no bacon, please, because we just learned the word bacon, which is translate. And here we have the honorific. This is why, as opposed to Google Translate, because who you speak to, it you'll see it changes. So to somebody who's like a friend, like if I'm going over to a friend's house or something, and we know each other pretty well, it's okay for me to say something like this. But if I'm at like a restaurant or whatever, and I want to say no bacon, it would be better for me to say something like this. So depending on who you're talking to, and so we have bacon, 안 안 돼요.
베이컨은 안 돼요.
베이컨은 안 돼요. 돼요.
베이컨은 안 돼요.
Baconin an deo. An means like no or a negation. Deo, I'm not sure what deo is, but we know bacon. The un part for bacon, this is to indicate subject. Subject? Yes, subject. The because with Korean, you have the subject, the object, and the verb is at the end, whereas in English you have the verb in the middle. So they have un and ul to indicate subject and object. So when you say something like, I eat chicken, I chicken eat. Yeah, let's do that. I'll show you. I eat chicken. So nanun or janun, that's I. Chicken ul is chicken. So chicken I, chicken eat. That's the way Koreans speak. I chicken eat. And nanun for something more casual. I chicken 먹는다. 먹는다.
나는 치킨을 먹는다.
먹는다. Let's go to 먹어요. 먹어요.
저는 치킨을 먹어요.
먹어요. 저는 치킨을 먹어요. So, yeah. So as you can see, here is the that means the object. This means the subject. You could even say 치킨을 저는 먹어요, and that is still technically correct from what I understand because you have the and the noon, and usually they're supposed to be this way, but you could flip them around. As long as you have the and the noon, then it's understandable. Weird, but understandable. Maybe it's like the Korean Yoda speak to have the lul first and the noon after it. Okay, enough of this rambling. I was just showing you what my step is from using the thing, the language app, and then going to the translator and adding the verbs. And I'll build on that later, but I think I'm gonna just go through the app and learn the words in the beginning and then go back and build on it using the translator, using different verbs for all the different things that I'll like. Yeah, okay. Enough rambling. Yeah, it is way too early in the morning, and I gotta go back to sleep. So that's it. Another fine vlog number 2. Here you go.